Hey guys, a couple weeks ago I reached out to a challenger coach and finally yesterday I felt like I was really able to apply the knowledge I learned in that video, and today I want to teach you guys the same because we made it master jungler. Looks like an absolute clown, so you can do the same. Let's go.
Still tired of doing nothing, pretty boy? Let's get to work.
So here we go. Let's see what I'm doing. So I'm starting here. I'm playing versus Viego, and I'm warding that first because it's become very popular to do the Raptors or the Rab buff into the Grump invade, especially against Vi. So you need to be careful if you're a little bit weak in the first level 1, level 2, which Vi is, and there's many champions that has the same issue. Sometimes that ward can be very useful because you're going to see the invade, and therefore I'm also saving the smite here. That's very important. And so we're going to see just normal pathing. I'm just going to skip ahead so we can go to the thought process. So I'm deciding to path bot here because we got Caitlyn into double mages. They're pretty volatile. I think you can make an argument for pathing top 2 against the Kled Aatrox, but I'm pathing bot in this game. Most games you prefer to path bot in this meta. Bot lane is just very important. Here, learning to clear. I'm just clearing, doing everything normal. Nothing out of the ordinary, taking rub off. There's no real ganks. I'm looking for ganks all over, but there's not much happening, so I'm just clearing. And make sure you got that full clear dialed down, regardless of what champ you play. It's super important. Here we see Brand a little bit low. My bot lane has prio. That's very important to identify before you move into river. So I have prio here. We spot out the Viego. Very important information. Note that. I want to fight him because I got prio bot. Malzar is also able to move at a similar rate as the Wei. So here, we're moving into river. If I didn't have prio at this time, what would my play be? I would probably just reset and go to the Grump, and then I will pick up a double longsword. We can maybe play for the top gank. At least I have tempo. We can make another play, because you don't want to bait your team into a bad fight in river. You end up dying in the river. It's so bad. So don't be afraid to give up first scuttle. It's really not that important. But if you have the advantage, definitely contest. If you have winning, contest. If you don't, then you cross map. Very important lesson here. I know Viego is on this because we saw him like level 4. He's not respecting the priority. Also save your Q with Vi so that you make sure you hit it. There, able to get the first blood. Jungle is pretty much over. And here, you have a decision. You can either go to the bot scuttle, or I could take the bot scuttle, but I'm deciding to go for top scuttle. And the reason I'm deciding to go for top scuttle is that he pathed from top to bot, same as me, right? From top to bot. And if he wants to pick up a scuttle right now, he would have to go to this, and then his respawning camps is all the way over here. So I'm going to secure this, and most likely he's just going to go to top side. He could potentially get here, but then I'm still fine. I don't mind fighting here because I have double buffs. I'm quite strong, but I'm confident I can pick up this before I reset. And now you can be able to see here, I ping out the Viego on the Krugs, which is super important. Ping him out, and then we can reset. We spot the Viego because of my pings. Maybe that saved Kled, maybe not. Either way, pinging the enemy jungler is super important. It also helps you track him and remind yourself where he is. So he's still able to get a successful ganks, which is a little bit unfortunate, but we spot him out. I make reaction because, as we know, the second spawning camps after the first clear spawns at about 4:15, 4:20. So we both we started on top side. So I've started on blue onto Grump. He started red into Krugs, and that means our Grump and his Krugs is going to spawn at 4:15, which I know. And as we saw from when I tabbed, he had 32. He had 28 CS, and you get 24 after full clear. He didn't get any scuttle crabs. I got both of those. So he's done a full clear. I saw him have 28 CS now. That means he did his Krugs, but he hasn't done his Raptors yet. So immediately, instead of AFK farming my Grump and my Wolves, I'm punishing. I'm stronger. And if he decides to contest it, I'm going to win it. So as we can see, he gets the kill. What does it do? It looks like he's resetting in the bush, as we saw on the minimap. Always look at the minimap at all times. I know I can get these Raptors for free. So I take away the Raptors, and what do I do after here? Because here, he resets. Here, I'm picking up the raptors, but now he either is going to go to his raptors like this, because we know he resetted, because Krugs is gone, right? And he only has his bot camps. So either he's going to go to his raptors, or he's going to give them up, or if he knows I'm taking them, he's probably going to go straight to wolves, and then to Grom, and then look for bot, maybe look for Drake, or look for my raptors. He could also potentially go straight out of base to my raptors if he reads my play. So if he thinks I'm doing his raptors, and then I AFK do this, he could actually go straight out of base, go to my raptors, pick up the Krugs, and maybe make a play on my bot side. So that's why I'm crossing over here, because I'm later on tempo, because I decided to go for the invade instead of take my own camp. So now, since I'm spending time on that invade, I'm crossing over, doing the raptors, because we're ahead, we're stronger. I have Dirk, I have double buffs, I have XP advantage, I'm going to be hitting level 5 here, he's going to be level 4. That means I'm ahead, I want to contest. Same principle, right? I'm ahead, I'm contesting. If I'm behind, I'm playing away from him. So here, picking up the raptors. So that since that was his only play, I'm doing the raptors. And what's so important is that you want to take away the camps on the opposite side of where you want to play. So I'm securing the raptor first. Like, he's not going to invade Crux. They're so far away from everything. They're very risky. My bot lane is here, so I'm pinging out Viego on here, because I knew he did like this, right? He did this play, as we expected, or he did like Grump into Wolves, which would be weirder, because he should be pathing to bot, because he's got no other play, right? So I'm pinging out the Viego there. I'm picking up the Raptors, so he has no counterplay. And I can use now this time to go over to the grubs, because they're spawning. They're super important. I prioritize grubs over drakes. The first grubs over the first drakes, because they will give way more XP. So it's very important to hitting level 6 on many champions, especially Vi. So that's super key. So here, picking out the Viego, my bot lane's resetting. Perfect. And he's not going to be able to contest this. We see Aatrox move a little bit down, so we need to... There he goes back. So I was just like waiting in the bush there in case Aatrox was moving. Now we can just pick up these. And now we see Aatrox get into a fight. So I'm just moving. I picked up one grub, but one kill is worth more than those 2 last grubs. The first grub is the most important. It gives the most XP. And if we get this kill, we're probably going to be able to secure the grubs anyways, because they're not going to have a top laner, right? So I'm moving for the kill. So don't just AFK hit anything. When you're jungling, always take a look at the options. Now Viego is able to use that tempo to come back into top side with the support. That's why we went from Raptors straight into top. And now we can just get on these, because they don't have a top laner. They can't contest. I'm also stronger, so we're contesting. And now I made a mistake in the coaching session. I made a challenger coach go through the game with me against Velia. He's a challenger coach. He's playing on Los Ratones. If you want to check out that video, you should definitely do so. You can get the same coaching. So in that video, he did this to me. He started grubs, and I was a little bit greedy. I think I picked up his raptors, or my own raptors, before I moved to Drake. So here, instead of just taking his... Here, if I didn't take my raptors, he could have taken the raptors and then taken the Drake immediately. Instead, he's trying to contest. We killed this. We took the first grub. We did this. Now he's coming. Now he's late. He's going to start his Drake in about 10 seconds. And I've only 1 grub left. So what do? We could potentially invade his red buff, which is spawning at 650 pretty much. That's usually when that spawns. The second spawning first buff camp. Important timer, 645, 650. But we're ahead. What do? If I'm not ahead, if I'm not stronger, if my bot lane is kind of losing, if my mid laner is losing, we can give this up. That's fine. We can take away this, and maybe we can dive top at level 6, something along these lines. But we're stronger. What do? Contest. So I pick up these. They still haven't started it, so I know I can get there in time. They're not going to be able to take this immediately. I'm saving my smite so that I have smite for the Drake fight. So I'm just pinging my team. I want to fight this. But we don't have great prior yet, but they're not going to be able to just like take this off the bat. So Caitlyn is now able to push, because they're stuck in river trying to hit the Drake and do that. Malzar is ulting, that's fine. And we're just fighting because we're stronger. So you have to use that advantage. Don't let him get things for free if you're winning. You need to just like take everything you can. And now we're just going to be able to secure Drake. And now Viego hasn't been able to do anything in 1 minute. And we got 3 grubs. We got a camp, and we got the red buff. And no, the dragon, and we're going to get Scrubber Crab. Now jungle is completely over. So now all of his tomcaps are going to be spawning. That's fine, we're getting Scrubber Crab. So after this, what do? We spot out the Viego. This is a huge mistake that many jungler make, and I hate doing this. Showing on the map is so important. Like, sure, there is a few minions here, but there's no mid laner here to take plates. So if I'm Viego, I'm securing these camps because now I'm giving information, and you're also delaying yourself into going for topside. So now I took Drake. Now, because Viego is wasting time, I'm actually going to have time to contest him, either on the red buff or maybe on the Raptors too, if I'm early enough. So, excuse my horrible drawings. Nevertheless, I spawn him out. I have level 6 because I got Grubs and Drake. I'm ahead. I have a Dirk. I'm much stronger. So, we see Viego. There, we actually see him move this way. So, I'm actually hitting that blind Q. If you don't want to go for this, it's understandable. It's a pretty... maybe a little bit risky. I felt confident that we would hit him blind, just time the way he moved. If you're not comfortable in this, he wouldn't have gotten level 6 from the Raptors either, I think. So then what I could do is just like let him pass through here, take the Raptors. He's going to go to red. I would just wait in this bush behind vision. And then when he has passed and when he's doing the Raptors, I'm going to move like this. And then careful so you hug this wall, because if you walk like this, you might get spotted. And that's going to be super key. I can walk up from behind. I can collapse on his Raptors right there with my ultimate and the advantage. So we're probably just going to be able to kill him on the red buff if I don't go for this. And now his whole top side is up. He's spawning in 10 seconds. I don't have my mid laner and top is dead. So I can do this freely. Aatrox can't come and kill me. But I know I'm not going to be able to take the Raptors and the red buff, so I'm actually wasted a few seconds trying to hit Raptors, and then I realized I'm not going to have time for this. I'd rather get the red buff than getting only the Raptors. So I want to secure this first. So I'm hitting down red buff. And I'm going to smite this and then get out. So if I didn't have as good vision on the bot side as I do, I would hit the reset button here immediately. But since I have vision, if he's deciding to invade, I can always move over, my teammates can move over, and we can deny him from taking my bot side. But this is very important to realize, because now he got one play, and that is to take my bot side. If he's going to make this game sort of even and get something back from me taking his top side, because I'm delaying myself here, right? And if he's going to get anything, he needs to go immediately to my bot side, and I would not grab for this, because I want 2k gold, because then I can get my first item, which is Hubris. And if he goes for this, we're going to be able to spawn him out. If I don't, I would hit the reset button here, even though I could wait for Hubris, or I could also do what I did earlier, which is to cross map, take the Raptors, take the red buff, and then hit the reset, because I'm securing those camps. He can't invade them. He's probably not going to care about the Krugs, because they're so far away, they're so risky to take. And it's getting so little, I will be able to get Hubris with taking those camps too. But since we don't need that, we have vision. We can greed for blue. We can greed for grump. Now we take those off the map, and we can go for a play on the bot side. So we're securing this, and now we can play the bot side. See Viego chasing, he's tilted, he needs a way to come back. We just go on him. Beautiful. We're able to pick him up. Could have potentially hold my Q. I should have not used this Q. That was a slight mechanical mistake. I think that Q was fine. He was able to buffer it, but this Q was not necessary. I can just kill him with one more auto. I use my Q, so I can't follow up with the next Q on the way. Still going to be able to kill him. I use my E there to block the slow, because E has longer auto range. We're able to pick him up no matter what. And now we got 2 stacks on our Hubris, where I have 5 kills. We're way ahead. We got 2 objectives, and Grubs is spawning. And here I see a little bit happening on the bot side. This is pretty much a waste. I checked if his blue buff was up. I actually have information that his blue buff wasn't up. So this is a bit unnecessary. Nevertheless, picking up the scuttle crab. Make sure you pay attention to when the grubs is spawning, which I'm doing with my tab there. So we're going to take the grub off because we have time. We have a little bit time before we need to move over there. This is the most important camp, but then I can pick up the raptors because I want to play topside because the grubs is spawning. I'm picking up these camps and then I'm moving over because now we can't get anything back. And if he contests, he loses. If he tries to trade, there's nothing here to trade. It's all gone. So he can't take my top side because I'm on the top side. He can't take the grubs, and now he's got left with no play. All you need to do here is take away these camps and spam ping your bot side danger. My bot lane is resetting at a perfect timing, so they're completely safe. They're resetting. But so Viego is trying to contest, which is very difficult for him because he's so far behind, right? I'm sitting on a full item. I got up my ultimate. I'm level 8. So they can't do anything. They can't do anything here. And so we pick up these. Then I'm instantly hitting the reset. So here, I ping danger on the Viego invade. As we talked about, this is what he should have done immediately. He's so desperate and he's contesting instead of cross-mapping. As we talked about, his play should never have been to try to get on this here, which he tried to do. He should have been looking for my camps, taking the grubs, and try to dive bot lane. It is only playing on the map. There's no other play. Instead, he's late. He still went for the contest. He gave away information. Now we can easily see his pathing bot. We can ping danger. We see Hui moving. We see Viego moving. There he is. Now he's on my Krugs. We reset because Drake is spawning. I have a lot of gold. So we reset and we go into topside. We're not delaying anything by greeding for these camps. When we have ultimate, we got so much items, so much gold. They're pushing on both sides. Dragon is spawning soon. I'm not going to waste time taking these two camps and just like keeping myself off the map, being completely relevant because I'm not going to make a play topside now because that means I might lose Drake. Drake is important. We can get the bot tower. We can get this ahead. This is a complete waste of time and it's just going to delay us and make our bot lane weak too because Viego is pressuring the bot side, right? So I'm just immediately hitting the reset button and getting back on the map. And now we can play. And now also my bot lane can play. Now Drake spawning in 10 seconds, as you can see from the yellow one. And we can just start this because we're much stronger. If they try to contest, they're not going to be able to do so at all. So we're just hitting this. Now, the game's pretty much over, but I'm going to show you a little bit more. So we're picking up the Raptors here. And now, as we can see from the gray one, this is spawning soon. And I can go over and play for a top side. I'm so much stronger. I have my ultimate, everything. We just saw him pick up the Scuttle Crab, which is important information. I should have actually pinged him on the top side there. That was a little bit sloppy for me. I went for the invade. We're reacting. That's good. I'm moving over. As we can see, this is warded. I should have seen that coming. I should have hit the sweeper here. So here it's pretty obvious they know, right? We're getting still a chunk though. Viego's tilted. Pick up the kill, which is nice. And we can just dive this guy. And it's just completely over. We can even dive this guy. They're reacting. This is the thing, right? He's playing on the same side as me when I'm ahead, but I'm also making the effort to contest him and be on the same side. I'm hitting the reset button. I'm not just mindlessly hitting these camps while Viego is pressuring my bot side and pressuring the Drake. I'm resetting, contesting, resetting, contesting, or just getting the camp and contesting. I'm not taking these raptors, taking the wolves, taking the grump, taking the blue buff, and then moving into the herald. I'm going aggressive because I can. I'm going to contest him. He shouldn't be allowed to take raptors, take his rub off because I'm so much stronger. I have ultimate, I have flash, I have hubris. And so we're going to contest him. Here, his top side is up, which I know. We saw that was respawning. He wasn't able to take them because he was busy contesting me or getting contested. So here we can pick up this. He's spawned right now, so we're still going to be able to pick up these. And he should know that he can't contest me, which I think he does. He pretty much can't do anything here. His only play is pretty much go straight into bot. He needs to get something. It's 14-3. The game's pretty much over. But it's his only play. I should be spam pinging his pathing out of base here. I don't know if I do so, but we're going to be able to pick up these and the Raptors, or just go straight to Herald, and the game's over. And he has no camps to take on my bot side. This is the beautiful thing, right? This is why I picked up the Raptors. So we pick up the Raptors, then we go here. It can't be invaded. And he can't contest my top side, right? So he has nothing to take. He's only plays bot lane, and he makes it so easy to predict the enemy jungler. This is what I've learned so much from this. Being aggressive when you have the advantage and making those invades makes it so predictable what it's going to do. So that's beautiful. Pick up these. I actually thought he was going to go for his Raptors, try to secure those. He didn't. He went for the bot lane, which I do think is the correct play, but it's not going to be able to do a whole lot. And now there we spot out the Viego. There he is. A little bit of danger ping, and then we can just take the Herald. Just like they can do their thing. Even if they lose, we're getting something. We're getting Herald. They're not getting my bot side. We take the Herald. It's 15-4, and the game is over. It's that simple. And after we pick up him, we try to get the Aatrox. I don't get him, but I'm not AFK here, because as we see, last thing, try to pick up the Aatrox. I think he TP'd out. Anyways, my top side is spawning. You need to be aware of this. So my bot side is spawning. Viego's only thing he can take is my bot side. Actually, I should be hitting reset here. I think this play may be a bit dumb. I think it's a little bit overreach to try to go for the Aatrox, but I'm not taking these camps. Because Viego can't take these camps, but he can take these. So rather than trading 3 camps for 3 camps when I'm ahead, I'm just going to deny him 3 camps, and I'm going 3-0 instead of 3-3. And I can still take these camps later if I want to. So here, his only play is to take my bot side. This is actually the mistake. This is pretty much my first mistake. Going for the Aatrox there made me late on tempo. As you can see, my camps have spawned. Now my red buff is spawning in 10 seconds. If I hit the reset here, I'll be able to get here on time, especially with the accelerated Herald. So now he can take my bot side. He can make some sort of pressure. His delay makes it so he's able to start my red buff here, and they were able to camp me. I'm taking their red buff, and there he is. And the only reason he was able to do this is because I delayed myself 30 seconds by going for a nonsense play on the top side when my bot side is spawning. So this is so much of what I learned in this coaching session. If you want to check out that coaching session, you can check it out right here. It's absolutely amazing. It's the full session. You get it completely free, and I learned so much. I think it's going to transform your jungling. I wish you the best of luck. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.